to America. Start preparing, because this is coming.
This pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world and equally open-armed accepted by our current administration. Everyone, it says that this is the power structure, fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane, on a subway, drive on public roads. This is the future, according to the world's self-appointed overlords at the United Nations. These are unelected bureaucrats that are making decisions about our country, our sovereignty.
This is
Hey, Shalom, Barakathu Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKodash, double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continuing fighting that good fight of faith. All right? So again, this isn't going to stop until it comes to pass. We're not going to stop until these prophecies be fulfilled. All right? You can talk all the nonsense you want, but they're gearing up and they're about to throw down. All right? All these nations are now on board. There's one thing you can say about these nations. They may be at war or have some kind of conflict with one another, but the Lord is going to make sure that they're all in one accord when it comes to this MOTB. All right? And you people aren't going to be able to do a damn thing. Because here's what's going down. You're going to have to sit and tell your people, well, we're just going to have to wait to see what happens. Right? The more and more Esau starts pointing in that direction and bringing out and telling things about what they're going to do, the more and more it fits with the scriptures. And this is why we say you always got to filter things through the scriptures. Right? If you cats would do that, then maybe, just maybe, the Lord might give you a little understanding. All right? Let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. And again, it's never going to get old. Because this prophecy is still a prophecy. It's still a future prophecy. Revelation 13 and 16, he said, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, wasn't that what this woman was just talking about? This is what's going to be, this is what's going to take precedence over everything else. Movement, bank information, health information, all that's going to come to a halt. Now, the real question is, are you people out there, are you truly ready for it to go down? Because when it goes down, there's no turning back, man. The clock ain't going to be turned back. The prophecies aren't going to be turned back. And it's going to be a real surreal thing, man. It's going to be surreal to know that you can't go to the bank, the ATM, to know that you can't step foot inside of a supermarket anymore. Those days are coming where you're not going to step foot inside of a supermarket no more. All right? Now, prophesying about these things, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, it was taken very lightly. Nobody really thought twice about it. But now that we're here in the present, now you're starting to see. All right? Ezekiel 12 and 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. All right. This is what most of the people are saying. Yeah, something's gonna happen, but it ain't gonna happen in this lifetime. Yeah, we believe that, things could happen, but that's for many, many days to come. All right. So we've been telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you people better be ready. The time is short, man. Time is short. And we as the servants of the Lord and the hopeful elect, our job is to continually warn you, to continually let you know what the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is. Now I get it. You Israelites out here in Babylon, you're living comfortably. You got a nice gig going on. Some of you guys want to be, the next best rapper. Some of you guys are worried about the properties and, all types of, superficial shit. But if you want to keep all that, if you want to maintain what you have, you're gonna have to go and get MOTB'd up. And this is how you can tell. Anybody who's in this world, who is, trying to preserve themselves in this world, if they're trying to preserve themselves, they're going to do just that, preserve themselves. So therefore, when that time comes, when they're rolling out that chip, these individuals are going to go right along with it. Right along with it, because they've already put in their mind that it's not anything that's, concerning the scriptures. Right? 2 Ezra 8:50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Now again, another prophecy. We're letting you know. Body's going to hit the flow, as the song says. But we're letting you know the time is coming where these things you're going to, we spoke about this, this past weekend at camp, where over in the Middle East, man, there's always bodies laying around. It's like second nature over there to them. But here in Babylon, we ain't seen no shit like that. We haven't seen anything like that. So when it comes, people are going to be in shock and awe, because bodies are going to be laying around and nobody's going to be able to put them in the grave. So these miseries that are coming upon the earth are going to come in many different fashions, whether it be famine, whether it be through the pestilence, whether it be through the sword, right? Whether it be just, a man dying of a heart attack for the fearful things that are coming. So this is right around the corner. This shit is right around the corner, man. And I like watching videos like this, because when you filter it through the scriptures, it all makes sense. And this is why a lot of you people out there, don't believe, because you haven't filtered it through the scriptures. Now, things like this, videos like this, is what we look forward to seeing and hearing. These people, at the end of the day, these people, they're so-called whistleblowers. Does not the scripture say they're going to make their own tongues to fall upon themselves? So these are those whistleblowers, man. These are those whistleblowers. These are they who have been set up to let you know. And also Esau has his, his little minions running around, because at the same time, he also wants to be found blameless. So he'll tell you a couple things, let you know a couple things. And with this AI and with this chat GPT, they can explain a lot of it away. Or the CGI, they can explain it all away. Oh, that's, he never said that. They never really said that. That's CGI. That's AI doing that. And there's a lot of times they're right. It is AI. But a lot of times the message that's being delivered is true. Okay? So again, we're coming to that point. We're coming to that crossroads where all these things are going to start taking place. All right? And we know that the bulk of the people that are going to get it the worst are you Israelites. You Israelites are going to get it the worst, man. Because they know who you are. They know what you're about. But it's you people, you Israelites out there who don't even give a damn. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Now, not all you Israelites are going to be saved out of this thing, but the ones who trust and believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai without wavering. Okay? So let's talk about the time of Jacob's trouble. Is it a time where you think you Israelites are going to have fun, dancing, rejoicing, and having a good time? Or is it going to be a time where there's going to be uncertainty looming? Because you got to remember, all this is now, everything's now tying in to one another. It's all connected. All right? Here you have, these ice movements, which is another component of the time of Jacob's trouble, right? But then you're going to have, famine, food shortages, health issues. Then what are you going to do? Not to mention the devil coming down having great wrath. There's just going to be no escape, man. And the only way out of this thing is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and trusting in him that they will deliver you from the said troubles, man. That's the only way. Okay? This is going to get really bad for a lot of you people out here. And we're going to keep telling you the very same scriptures and the very same thing until it come to pass. You may get tired of hearing these scriptures that we bring out week after week. That's all right. Because it just makes us through the Spirit of the Lord, the more blameless when it comes time for the Lord to cast judgment on your asses. All right? This is nothing new. Jake has always been catching hell, man. Since we went into captivity. Since we disobeyed Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We've always been catching hell. And them very same spirits are back here on the earth today doing the very same thing that they have done in the ancient time. Psalms 83:3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. You don't think them spirits are on the planet today? You don't think them crafty counsels that was back then are here today? They're right back in their lot doing the same shit they did back during the time of Psalms 83. Okay? And they know it. They know who they are. They know what's in store. But it's gonna be a very disastrous wake-up call for you Israelites. You have no idea. The very person has taken part of this crafty counsel that is looking to delete you, you're going to run right to him. You are going to run right to him, supposing he's going to help you and give you shelter and give you food and give you some type of comfort where you can say, oh man, thank you, Esau, you was all right. All right, the Lord's putting a different spirit on Esau now. You know, the scripture says they shall seek to please the poor. All right, now we're coming into these devils having great wrath, seeking whom he may devour. All right, so that's a transition in the spirit that the Lord is putting on Esau, Edom. They're not going to be looking to please you, to satisfy you, to give you, some housing, to give you some food stamps, because we know, you may not be able to get to work and make enough money to make ends meet. Them days are just about done, man. They're going to shut that shit down, shut it down fast. All right? So believe, trust and believe that these things, that these videos that we're putting up and going through them and listening to them and filtering them through the scriptures, you best believe things are about to come to pass, man. Thus saith the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're about to happen. And I want to see the faces on all you leaders out there, you Israelite camp leaders who have gone against the grain for many years of late, that the MOTB has nothing to do with the chip, the upcoming chips. All right, let me say it that way. So again, what are you going to say? We're just going to have to find out. We're going to have to see how it all shakes out. We're going to have to see what happens. That's the only thing you can say to your people. And then when it comes to pass, Lord will come. Then they're going to know that the Lord has rested his spirit upon the men of Great Millstone, from the head apostles on down, and all the brethren that truly trust and believe. Then you're going to find out. And for some of you, it's going to be too late by the time you realize, and they're probably going to be, dumping you in a concentration camp somewhere. And then it's going to dawn on you, maybe these guys was right. All right, so I'm going to end it right there, Lord. When I'm going to see you on another one, I'm going to say shalom.